Hello and welcome to this NDTV exclusive. It's not every day that one gets to sit across one of the legends of world music, but I am personally thrilled, and so are millions of his fans in India, that Carlos Santana is here and is able to be with us. We can try and do Carlos Santana in numbers in terms of millions of albums sold, Grammy Awards won. He's on the list of every greatest rock guitarist magazine online, but nothing can truly capture the epic life that he's led. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
Mr. Santana.
Great to be here. I'm very grateful to God.
Yes, and we're so happy that you finally made it.
Me too.
So tell me about Bangalore, about last night. You played your first gig in India.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
A lot of energy. We connected, one family. It's
young people, old people,
everything.
everybody.
Everyone, you know, and that's the beauty of the music that we learn is multidimensional music. We come from the 60s, and because of the Beatles and Ravi Shankar and John Coltrane and Monk and all of that, you know. So for me, it was very natural to go from B.B. King to Tito Puente and Coltrane, all that, you know, Bob Marley. All of them have one thing in common, that it's very easy for them to become frozen in outside of time. Their music is very memorable. Like John Lennon, Imagine, you know, all this music that I mentioned, they're like the new messengers of a hymn to unite humanity, because there's so much division, so much separation, so much the illusion of fragments of fear, you know. So
they're very universal.
Yes, exactly, that's the word.
So you were saying that when you were growing up, and the kind of music that you were playing when you were doing that whole fusion sound with the Latino music and rock, that must have been completely new at that time, right, for America, when you started playing?
Well, yes, I came to a park in San Francisco like 63, 64, and it was like some kind of picnic park, you know. And in this corner over there, half a block, they're playing mariachi music, which is like a combination of French and German music. That's what Mexican music is.
Right.
And then over here you have rock and roll music, you know, guys trying to play like Elvis Presley or whatever, or Chuck Berry. And then over here you have música tropical, which is, at that time there was no salsa. Música tropical was the equivalent of Afro-Cuban or African music.
Right.
So when I got out of the car, I could hear
all of this.
All of it, and I said, "Oh, hey, you know, this sounds good, all but like this, you know." And so,
and what were you listening to yourself at that time?
I was listening to mainly blues.
Right.
John Lee Hooker, Jimmy Reed, Lightning Hopkins, you know, Muddy Waters, B.B. King. And basically the blues was very important to me, although my father taught me European classical music on the violin.
Okay.
But to me it was too boring.
It didn't speak to you?
No, I wanted the blues, you know, the street music.
Right.
You know?
So you were listening to the blues, and then you were hearing all of this stuff in San Francisco.
Yes.
And then, so that was like the genesis of the Santana sound in a way.
Yes, because the hippies were very open to Ravi Shankar, Jimi Hendrix, you know, all of it like that. And so it was very natural to go to to come to anyone's house and be hearing all the colors in the rainbow.
Right.
You know, and I don't know if the rest of America was like that, but San Francisco was very
much like that.
San Francisco and New York were very, very open to multiplicity.
But when that sound came out, like when the first album started coming out, when Santana came out, when Abraxas came out, that must have just blown everyone away, right? Because no one was doing stuff like that back then.
No, because I noticed that everyone that I knew was playing blues, whether it was Cream or Jimi Hendrix or Led Zeppelin, Jeff Beck. Everybody's playing blues, just louder.
Right.
You know, it was just way louder, and also taking things from India, whether it's Kashmir or whatever, Led Zeppelin, but it's still the blues. You know?
Yes.
So I said, you know, it's kind of getting crowded in here. Maybe So then I heard Olotunji, which is like congas.
African.
And I said, this is, I'm going to combine this with that. And it was very normal, like breathing for us, just to take this and that. And we kind of, Motown was doing it already with congas, and so does jazz musicians, Big Black or
right. But like rock bands were not doing that at all.
No, but they weren't doing it the way we were doing it. I think only Miles Davis with Bitches Brew.
He brought some of that in.
Yes, he sure did. He noticed that, hey, this works.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.